Well, hey there everyone, welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about my recommendations for a 10-piece workwear wardrobe, kind of essentials if you will. These are easy mix and match items which I see as being indispensable in my everyday going to work outfits, putting things together. They make your outfit matching easier because you have these pieces to throw on with your other more exciting items. Now, a little bit of background information. I do work in the public service sector, but my dress code is very flexible. There are people who come in yoga pants and there's people who come in blazers. So I do have a lot of options to choose from, but personally I do lean towards the business casual style or smart casual. If you live out in the UK, I know that's a term that's used very frequently. Essentially, this is the West Coast, this is Vancouver. Business casual might be a little bit more casual than other places, but take these 10 items, and work them into your everyday workwear however that you see fit. Do understand that how formal or how casual your business casual definition is will depend on the social context, your work environment, what everyone else is wearing, geographically where you live, East Coast, West Coast, middle of the road, whatever. But for me, these items have been really helpful, and I think I've got a pretty good foundation now to start working with my wardrobe. So I'm very excited to share these with you. I will run you through the 10 items specifically and individually. I will not be doing a complete outfit show and tell, if you will, in this video, because I want to show you the items singularly so that when I do put outfits together in the following videos, you will be able to see and identify the essentials that I will be using again and again. So if you're ready, let's get started. Alright, our first item is a good pair of pants, and I'm actually ranking these the top 5 being the most essential out of my essentials, and then from 6 to 10 are kind of add-on pieces which are still useful but on a different category than my major essentials. But a good pair of pants is certainly on the top of my list because I feel like there are some things that you can't do in a skirt day to day, but there is nothing you can't do in a good pair of pants. And I don't mean a pair of jeans, I mean a good pair of long, if not full length pants. They don't necessarily have to be business trousers per se, although I think that's a very smart look and I do like that look. For myself, I look for things that are in a dark color. I would recommend navy if you don't like black, or even a dark gray. What I really enjoy is a speckled gray. That's a very fashionable way, fashionable take, should I say, on a traditional classic. So a good pair of pants, you want to make sure you do the sit down and stand up test. There's no gaping in the backside. Wear a belt if you need a belt. That's fine. And just make sure the length of the pant is good for the type of shoe that you will wear most often. So for example, one of my favorite pairs is something from Gap, and it's a crop style. So while the weather is still warmer, I can wear with a pair of flats, I can wear with medium heels, I do often, but in the winter time I want to switch up to a full length pair of pants because, well, the whole crop thing doesn't work with a winter shoe. So think about that depending on where you are living. I will post links to everything I mentioned that I'm showing in the clip that's already in my wardrobe. If it is still available, find all the shoppable links down below. If not, I will add some other recommendations which are comparable styles I think you might enjoy. So check the links for all the information. But a good pair of pants is definitely the first on my list. My second recommendation is a good top. Something that is comfortable, easy to wear, easy on the cleavage, not sheer, not too tight, and offers you freedom of movement. For my job, I'm moving around all the time. I'm picking things up, bending over, doing jumping jacks, I don't know. But I like to be comfortable. So personally, I love knitwear that's easy and soft and really cozy, but yet can be quite professional. Or you can go for something in a drapey fabric. If you can afford silks, silks are great and very feminine and kind of take down the seriousness of a more formal wardrobe. But if not, a lot of polyester is done very well nowadays. Just make sure they're not too sheer. I think there's something to be said about a opaque blouse versus a sheer blouse, if you know what I mean. Of course, you can layer a cami underneath, but if you're just starting out at a workplace, I wouldn't go there straight away. So make sure that if you are wearing a button down that you do the windmill test, is what I call it, flap your arms around, make sure that you're not popping any buttons, and I think you're good to go. My third pick here would be a medium layer, and this could be something like a soft easy blazer in a knit fabric, or it might be a cardigan, it might be a sweater throw, whatever that is for you. This is something that can take you all seasons. So if it is warmer out there, this might be something you can use as outerwear, or if it is, you know, the fall and winter season, this could be something as an inner piece, but that you can layer under your bigger coats and jackets and whatnot. So for me, I love something like a long duster. You'll see me wear that a lot in my day-to-day life. I think it gives coverage. I think that it elevates your look depending on what type of fabric and colors you use. It can be actually quite fun, and it's just an easy piece to throw on to add color to your outfit. It can play a lot of different roles, but I always keep a middle layer piece throughout the whole season. I mean, they are really indispensable, especially here on the rainy Pacific West Coast. Item number 4 is a pair of work appropriate shoes. Now, I would recommend, if you're just starting out or if you're not like a heel professional type of girl, definitely go for flats. Flats, low heels, very appropriate, very elegant, very comfortable for the most part. And if you are going to wear heels, or it's expected of you, I would do 3 inches and or lower. And the heel type, whether it's a block heel, whether it's a stiletto heel, really depends on your comfort level, your experience, and just, you know, whatever that works best for your situation. Personally, I would say don't start off with a pair of heels or feel like you have to, especially if you're someone coming out of university, going to your first co-op, going to your first internship work experience. You can dress quite well and polish without doing the stiletto heel. If you want to, if you're comfortable, that's fine, but I think a lot of people are misled into the idea that they have to go that way, especially when they're first starting out. Don't do it. Unless you're very certain you'll be doing a lot of sitting down, it's a bad idea. It's almost always a bad idea, especially if you transit, especially if you walk, especially if you need to be mobile. Just start low and work your heel height up as you get more comfortable in your job, as you figure out exactly what you do on a daily basis and how much walking is involved. I would say veer on the more conservative side and go with something that's a closed toe, go with something that's in a darker color. Black, navy, gray, always save colors for fall and winter. Burgundy, brown is great as well. I like to do, you know, fun things with my shoes, so I'll show you a couple of pairs that I do have, but altogether, your shoes should be comfortable with a good rubber sole so you're not slipping, good heel height so you're not wobbling, and just get you through your day comfortably. Item number 5 on our list is a good watch. And I see watches as both an accessory piece as well as a functional piece. For myself, I feel like looking at your phone all the time to check the time, even if that's all you're doing, seems a little bit rude and isn't necessarily recommended, especially if you don't work near a computer or you don't have a clock near a cubicle or wherever that you are. Having a watch is great. It generally doesn't need recharging and doesn't run out of batteries, so it's always there, it always works for you, and I think it can act as a jewelry piece depending on the style that you choose. I just wear a very simple leather band watch from FAUSTA. I prefer classic style, but you can certainly dress this up. As someone who doesn't like to wear a lot of jewelry, having a watch is an accessory piece for me, and I think a very functional one as well, and one that I highly recommend all of you to get. Item number 6 on my list is a great workwear bag, and this can be completely different. Some people love splurging on their bags. I prefer functionality, so I have a bag that is kind of waterproof, that is good for all season weather, that's lightweight, that holds a lot of stuff, that's easy to pull over your shoulder, and has style. Now, if you work in a very formal environment, you may need something like a good leather bag or, you know, something more serious and structured, but I think you can get away with a lot in terms of what you carry. This is a very open category. My favorite bags are always ones that are hard wearing. I can, you know, throw on a chair, I can put it somewhere without being very fussy about taking care of it, and is washable. So that's my priority in looking for a good workwear bag. Number 7 on my list is a good pair of denim. Now, this can be a controversial one depending on where you are and what type of environment, but I think a lot of offices and workplaces nowadays do allow some form of denim, even for casual Fridays or something like that. So I prefer something that is very straight, lean, clean cut, I would say no holes, no rips, no raw hem, no distressing, no bleach down the front, no heavy whiskering. Essentially, everything that you think about in a trendy pair of jeans, cut that out. Go for something really classic, dark color. You know, jeans can be very slimming, very flattering. I personally love a bootcut jean or kind of a flare jean, not only because I think it's flattering to my shape, but because I think it goes well with a lot of shoes. So that is my personal pick for number 7. Item number 8 would be some kind of an accessory, whether it's a jewelry piece or a scarf or a watch, you know, if you want an add-on accessory. For me, something that's easy to wear, something that doesn't get tangled in your hair, something that is not fussy, you don't have to keep fixing with it, but it needs to be something that makes you feel good and happy and adds a little pizzazz to your outfit. This is a fun piece for you to wear, even if the rest of your wardrobe is more conservative. Adding maybe a brooch or a cool scarf can really elevate and differentiate your look. Item number 9, we're getting to the end of our list here. My pick would be a grab-and-go dress. For me, this means something that's a knitwear. You can pull over your head, put on some shoes, add a belt, a jacket, or a duster, your watch, your bag, and you're good to go. This should be something that's very easy to wear, something that you know will look good, something that's comfortable. Sit down, stand up, jumping jacks, no problem, right? I recommend that you try out a whole bunch of different silhouettes and see what works well for you. You might like something that's a more form-fitting sheath. You may like something that's a fit and flare. I would just say the same elements that goes for looking for a top, you should also look for in your dress. Nothing too tight, nothing showing any panty lines, nothing with too much cleavage. It can be form-fitting, but keep it classy and keep it more on the sophisticated end. Make sure that the length is comfortable, you can sit and stand up without pulling on your dress, and that you are not touching the bottom of the seat with your bare thigh. If that's happening to you, it's probably too short. So number 9 would definitely be an easy grab-and-go dress. Number 10 is something that I feel a lot of people overlook, and it's something that I have only more recently paid more attention to, and that is hosiery. I don't mean that you have to wear pantyhose every single day to work, not necessary, but you might need things like tights, you might need things like trouser socks, which are different from sporty socks and different from fun socks at H&M, because depending on the type of shoe you wear, if you're walking all day, a good pair of trouser socks or even knee highs are going to be great for you. If you do prefer to wear skirts or dresses, having some type of hosiery will make sure you have added warmth in the colder season, or just give your outfit a bit more extra polish. I will say my favorite place so far for a good selection of hosiery has to still be Marks & Spencer. I love that whole haul I made a couple of weeks, if not months ago. I'll link it down below for you, but essentially get yourself some good undergarments. Yay, you've made it to the end. I hope that you loved this video and you found it very helpful. Whether you are looking to build your wardrobe from scratch, if you are someone fresh coming out of university, going to the workplace, or thinking of refreshing your wardrobe, or just thinking like you've got nothing to wear, it's probably because you're missing some basics, and I really hope that these ideas and links down below will be helpful to you. Let me know what are your indispensable workwear basics, and I love to hear suggestions on further videos that you have. I'm thinking of doing some more workwear related ones. I've thrown it out there on Instagram and many of you seem to really like it. And of course, let me know what is your kind of workplace dress code, like what do other people wear and what do you wear, or what you hope to elevate your style to, because I mean, you gotta dress yourself to be happy as well, right? So this is the end of our video. I'll talk to you very soon. Take great care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye.